what a good way to get into the elections. This was one of the reasons, first and foremost, security in the Northeast while the elections were rescheduled. But now, as the day go by, more news, more information, gladdening the hearts of many, just coming through as the day goes. So, from the look of things, tomorrow, who knows? Really a big day it will be.
Yeah, it's quite phenomenal what has been achieved this past 6 weeks, which goes to give credence to what the president promised, that within these 6 weeks we are going to do so much. And congratulations to the Nigerian military. Many of us believe that with the right equipment and motivation, they are among the best in the world. And what they have achieved in Goza today is the first stage, let's be clear, of a long process of returning that place to normality. Incidentally, I served in Borno State, in Mongonu, in particular, where you have the military barracks. It's a very difficult terrain, porous borders. I mean, some families may have their, just like you have in parts of Ogun State here, some kith and kin across the border and others here. And when you have operations like this, the likelihood of some element as effective and as clear as they are in going after this, some of them will melt into the population, which is why I underscored what he said, that it's not just for them, it's also the populace. Because people living in this neighborhood, in these communities, will be able to know when strangers come into their place. But these people may also not be strangers, because which is one of the difficulties in fighting internal rebellion, because you're dealing with your own people. They know the area as much as you do. In fact, some of them may know it more than the soldiers. Some of these soldiers have been posted to these areas for the first time. So a lot will be dependent on the local population.
There was a report one time we had of a father who actually took his son to the military and said, my son is a member of Boko Haram, please take him away, and all of that. But now, what does all of this, yes, something as there's one report that on the social media platform that came on real hard on the government, that what you couldn't do in 2 to 3 years, how is it that you could do it in 6 weeks? What does that have to say about planning and equipment?
Yeah, it has a lot to say, but it's also an issue or a blame basket in which there is something for everyone. I mean, the level of support that he's talking about here, local population mobilized to support them, has not always been there. Let's not forget, last year, there was a group of people that called themselves Borno elders that came and said that the problem was with soldiers, that these people are their sons, their daughters, and everything. But it took the fact that this thing started festering for everybody to realize that all hands needs to be on the deck. And also our neighbors, Cameroon, Chad, and Niger, were all watching when all this thing was festering, until Boko Haram started taking these battles into their territories, taking hostages in Cameroon, taking in Niger, taking in Chad, that they realized that, look, we have a regional problem here, which is what has led to this situation. And the hope is that coming from this experience, we will all learn a lot, that we don't need to allow something to fester, because it develops a life of its own.